Well, hi everyone. Pastor Rick here. Leadership writer John Maxwell tells a story about a wealthy Methodist layman in the early 1920s. And this man was the kind of person people went to for advice about money. When he heard about a plan to start a Methodist college in Liberia, he did something bold. He wrote out a check for $100,000, a staggering amount back in those days, to help launch this new Christian church in Africa. Then the Great Depression hit. And in the 1929 stock market crash, he lost everything. The man who had once been very comfortable found himself starting over from scratch. And by the time the school in Liberia was celebrating its 25th anniversary in the early 1950s, he was living in a small rented house in a modest neighborhood on the south side of Chicago. Now, he was getting by, but just barely. When the school leaders decided to invite their original benefactor to the anniversary celebration, he felt embarrassed and hesitant. At first, he refused the invitation. He felt like he had nothing left to offer. But the school persisted, and eventually he agreed to go. So there he was, decades later, sitting on the platform in Africa, looking out over a sea of students in caps and gowns. He watched as graduate after graduate crossed the stage, received a diploma, and stepped out into ministry and service. He saw the buildings, the faculty, the life of that campus, all of it grown from a gift that he had written so many years earlier. At one point, with tears in his eyes, he leaned over to the headmaster and quietly said, "You know, it really is true. The only thing I have left is what I gave away." And that line has stayed with me. Now, most of us would never write a $100,000 check. But the principle is the same, whether it's $10, 10 hours of service, or a kind conversation offered in Jesus' name. What we give to God and to others is what truly lasts. The rest, well, it just eventually fades. I hope to see each and every one of you this Sunday, online or in person. Take care. God bless.